Hi there, everybody. I'm Maurice Williams, and this is Job Morphs, Motivation Monday. Welcome. I thought today we could talk a little bit about motivation, you know, and some motivational strategies. I'm going to start with strategies to set yourself up for success, and one of the top ones is to set clear goals. And set goals that are daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals. Make sure the goals are smart, that idea that they're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, and they're realistic. But that is an important step towards staying motivated. And if you don't really have clear goals that are daily, weekly, monthly, and maybe even yearly goals that you've established that are smart, then sit down and do that, because it is going to help you so much to stay motivated. You're kind of missing a key element for staying motivated. You need to also sometimes limit or eliminate things that are keeping you from staying focused. We all have things that eat up our time, like our phone, like our TV, like our computer. And I'm sure there's other things that you might have in your lives that, kind of sap your time, sap your energy, are tempting over your goals. Sometimes you have to eliminate those or limit them. If you're having trouble achieving your daily goals, one step to take is to limit some of the things that distract your time. Another thing that really works for people is to pace yourself and to work in chunks. So rather than try to spend the entire day doing something, who wants to do that? To instead say, I'm going to spend the next 45 minutes or the next hour, to do it in chunks. And then I'm going to take a break. And then I'm going to spend another hour. And then I'm going to take a break. And then I'm going to spend another hour. And then I'm going to take a break. Chunking it out like that is a tool, a strategy that can help you get the job done. For most of us, some part of what we're doing to achieve our goals is a part we don't really like. So for those who are doing job searches, some people really hate modifying their resume to the applications. Some people really hate finding jobs to apply to. Some people really hate networking. And the wise idea is to start the early in the day and do the most challenging and unpleasant task first. A lot of research has shown that if you tackle the difficult task first thing in the day, it'll make you feel better throughout the day and you'll be more productive. You can do your own little scientific experiments. Try it for a month. Try prioritizing by doing the things that you hate most first, and then see how that affects your ability to accomplish the tasks. Think about where you're doing this stuff. We need to have an environment that works for us to stay motivated. So, for a lot of us, if we're in a place that's full of distractions, we're going to get distracted. So if you're trying to apply for jobs and your computer is in the living room facing the TV, you're probably going to be distracted by the TV. If it's in a very busy room with lots of other people doing all sorts of things, you're probably going to get distracted. So think about your environment, your location. Is it conducive to you getting the job done? Now look, if you've set daily goals and weekly goals, and maybe even quarterly goals for yourself or 6-month goals for yourself, and you're nailing those goals, you don't have to worry about eliminating or limiting things that are distracting you. You're doing it. You don't have to worry about chunking your time. What you're doing for yourself is working great. You don't have to worry about starting the day with tackling the most challenging or unpleasant thing. You're clearly nailing it. And you know what? You don't even have to worry about your location. You got it made. This is for those who really aren't achieving those daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly goals that they set for themselves. So this is for those who aren't nailing it. And like I said, I would start out by trying these things for a month or two and see if, as a result of doing these things, you're able to achieve your goals. For most people, that works. Now, a part of staying motivated is self-care. We need to get enough sleep, and we need a routine that has healthy habits. Healthy meals, good sleep, exercise, right? Eating and drinking healthfully. But all of those things contribute to our, mental well-being. They contribute to our feeling positive. They contribute to our energy level. And all of that is needed in order to achieve our goals. So, maybe you're missing out on your goals, not because you're not focused or you're not pacing yourself or you're not prioritizing or you're not working in a good location, because you're really not taking care of yourself. And so you lack the energy to sustain these activities. So make self-care a part of your strategy. If you want to achieve whatever, self-care has to be a part of it. Now, sometimes we need time to do some, like, what I would call, being accountable. It's not enough to set goals for most of us. It's not enough to do self-care. Most humans need accountability. Look, I always make this comment to people. I say, hey, listen, if organizations figure it out that they didn't need managers to keep us accountable, they didn't need meetings, they didn't need quarterly reports and dashboards and supervisors and managers of supervisors and managers of the managers of supervisors. If organizations figured out that that was not necessary to achieve results, they would have cut it out a long, long time ago, right? They wouldn't be keeping this if it wasn't necessary to achieve results. And so the reality is that all of us, if we really stop and think about our successes in our career to date, it came with, and as a result of, a lot of accountability structures, systems, and partners, right? There was a lot of that around us when we hit that target. Now we're trying to hit another target. And for many of us, we are doing that without any accountability structures, systems, or partners. And so I encourage you to try to make sure that you have some accountability structures, partners, systems to achieve what you want to achieve. It can be a journal. Maybe it's you holding yourself accountable. It can be a pal. Maybe it's a buddy that's doing something also, trying to change their lives. And so they're holding you accountable, you're holding them accountable. Maybe it's a coach, somebody that you pay, like a personal trainer or a career coach, right, to hold you accountable and keep you focused. But we really we really need to acknowledge the importance of accountability in this effort. Because the reality is, in most of our career, most of our life so far, we got to where we wanted to get to. We achieved our goals and various things with accountability partners. There was a manager, there was a boss, there was a personal trainer, there was a coach, there was a buddy. Maybe all of those things who kept us focused, have kept us achieving, encouraged us when things weren't going so great, talked a little sternly to us when we were slacking off, kept us focused on the prize or the win or the project. So I thought this would be a good thing to cover today, is this idea of, what do you need to put into place to stay motivated? What strategies help you set up for yourself for success? How does self-care play a role in it? And what accountability is and what options there are to get it. Now, sometimes there's something holding us back a little emotionally from achieving what we want. And sometimes that can be us, kind of not recognizing the progress that we're making, the steps towards what we want to do, and kind of getting ourselves into a sort of negative thinking. And if that's what's happening to you, try to get some help to break free of that. Because it is really hard when you're sort of criticizing yourself and being negative about your own accomplishments. It's really hard to then get motivated, right? And so it might be a good idea for you to get some professional help, a therapist, maybe if that's what's holding you back. You can also try, just journaling about it. Sometimes that helps people get unstuck. You can try a support group. There's a lot of them online and in real life that can help you get unstuck. But we want to make sure that we deal with those negative thoughts because they are going to keep us from getting what we want. You guys have a great week and good luck for you with your week. And thank you so much for coming to Motivation Monday. I hope you learned something today and you got something out of this. And let me know how it works for you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.